Hey, let's go ahead and get started with a reading for you. I just want to see what Spirit has to say. What messages, what can we look forward to? What's going on right now? We got Ten of Swords. All right, you know what? That eclipse was really heavy. There was a lot of emotional turmoil that came up through that eclipse. And we have another eclipse coming up. So the Pisces full moon the partial lunar eclipse that we just had, that was, Pisces is water. So that has everything to do with our emotions and just, and it has to do with the past. So there was a lot of shit that was coming up. Bottom of the deck, we have the World card. A lot of shit that needed to come up that we needed to let go of. Something that was emotionally holding us back, from really moving forward with our lives, So, everybody, it could be something different. It could be a death in the family. It could be people that you're estranged from. It could be, like losing a job, or maybe you're moving homes. And so, you're leaving something behind, right? That's what the World card is all about. And the Ten of Swords says the end. Okay. The end. It's like death. It looks like death and then a rebirth, right? So also it's like, I feel like there was a lot of heaviness, and that's how you might be feeling. You might be coming out of it right now. But then the lunar eclipse comes in. I'm sorry, the solar eclipse comes. Wait, what did we just have? Okay, I'm backwards. Correct me in the comments. But anyway, we have this next eclipse that comes in Libra, and that is going to bring in something tangible, okay? So it could bring in the birth of a new child. It could bring in the birth of a new business, something materialistic. But you have to let one thing go in order for the new thing to come in. What's crossing you is this tower, right? I feel like for some of you, it's like you have avoided a tower moment, and maybe, you had to walk away from certain, issues to avoid that tower. If you're walking away from a town, or where you live, you could be walking away from civil war at this point, and you're like, wow, a few months after the fact, you're like, I'm glad I got out of there when I did, right? Or same thing with a business. You might you had to end a job or a business or a relationship, and then all of a sudden you find out something about them later, and you're like, wow, I'm glad I dodged that bullet, so it can be painful when going through those experiences. Yeah, something that's unsavory. We got the Seven of Swords here, and then we have the Eight of Wands, but it showed up in the reverse in the past. So yeah, I almost get like, you're walking away from, deception. You're walking away from, liars, cheaters, and thieves. I'm sorry. Look at California right now. It's being ran into the ground, and people are leaving there in droves at this point. Like, they're escaping California. I escaped in 2017. Like, I got out before any of it started really going to hell in a handbasket, So, that can be really painful. For some of you, this is about traveling back somewhere. Maybe there was a lot of pain associated with wherever it is that you were. We've got the Judgment card, which is on your mind. Okay, so there has been a judgment here. There's been a judgment call. There had to have been a painful ending. You were avoiding some type of a disaster, like literally a disaster. And I think that for a lot of you, you're getting the fuck out of Dodge before shit hits the fan. And like, for others of you, if this is about the painful ending of a relationship, I think it was like on your mind, like, can we get back together? And now it's like a done deal. No, we can't. We can't. You're taking your cup elsewhere. Okay. For a lot of you, this is about, getting out of these situations and saying, this doesn't align with my heart. It doesn't align with my soul. I think for a lot of you, you were non-committal, but you started really seeing the signs that, it was time. And I feel like, you're allowing your heart to lead you where you need to go. What else do we have here? How are they being seen, Spirit? Queen of Wands. She shows up on her side, though. But the Queen of Wands in the upright is somebody who is, they're a go-getter. They're somebody who is bound and determined. Very psychic energy with that cat here, very much connected to the divine. She's all about looking at these new beginnings and getting a little excited, but I think a little scared at the same time about these new beginnings, about like what's about ready to happen. Okay. And she's turning her back. Like she's not even looking back at the Seven of Swords, because this is how I'm seeing it. You know, I feel like you're really more focused on the future. I feel like you've had to walk away from other people. And, you know, maybe there is a side of you that's like, you know, I'm getting strategy, very strategic. Somebody who's very strategic. Even if psychically you don't even realize you're doing it, you're just doing it naturally. A lot of the times, you know, it doesn't matter that we don't know that we're doing these psychic things, because energetically you are, you know, whether you know you're doing it or not, whether someone like myself points it out to you and is like, there it is. You know, sometimes we're looking for these big blinking lights when really in all actuality, it's like, we're just doing it. We're all naturally psychic, and we're all naturally being guided and taken back and, you know, flowing with the universe, so to speak. Some of us just try to dig our heels in a little bit more. So what's up in the environment in the near future is justice. And justice comes out to say, and you know what? We've got justice and judgment. So any of you guys going through any type of court matters, you know, listen, if you're dealing with court matters, I feel like justice will be served. Justice will be served. And whoever is on the up and up, like, there's going to be a judgment call on somebody who's doing something bad. Just FYI. Justice will be served in this Queen of Wands favor. Whatever that means for you. Okay? Everybody's going to be something different. Otherwise, this is the, you know, law of cause and effect, right? Ooh, we got the Chariot now. In the hopes and fears. So for some of you, this is about moving on. This one, for others of you, this is about victory and success. You're hoping for this victory. And then in the outcome, we've got the Two of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Four of Cups. Okay. So the Four of Cups is, be mindful about, like, looking, instead of looking at what you're losing, it's about looking at what you're gaining. Because we do have that Ace of Cups that is being distributed by the universe. Like, hey, look, we know what you really want. Don't focus on this stuff. You know, don't focus on it. There's an opportunity here from the universe. It's a free will card, though. And you're seeing that he's sitting there with his arms crossed, not even looking at that cup. So it's a matter of, like, you know, being willing to accept, like, here's that offer. The universe is like, okay, you're not hearing it from me, so I'm going to send in somebody to bring it to you. You know what I mean? So there is some type of an opportunity here, but it's about not seeing what you're gaining, only seeing what you're losing in the meantime. Your focus is on the wrong thing. You know, okay, for instance, if you're dealing with child custody, you're wanting to keep the kid 100% of the time, you know, and it's got to be your way and blah, blah, blah. Well, maybe it's kind of nice that they get to go somewhere else so that you have that, you know, weekend off or whatever it is, you know. Look on the bright side. You have some freedom. You have some space, you know. Of course, unless your kid is really hurting, or is that you hurting and you just don't want that other partner to have access because it's your way of being able to control. See what I'm saying? So it's almost like, you know, look at the blessing in everything that's going on instead of looking at what you're losing, you know? And it's like, you're going to have to at some point drop the ball on something. For others of you, I really do feel like there is something to do with reconciliations, something here to do with, you know, I am getting somebody here not happy or satisfied with a judgment call that was made. And again, that could be in court, but listen, there is an opportunity. How it looks on one side isn't exactly how it is. Okay? Nothing is as it seems right now. So just keep that in mind. I do have the angel here too. This tells me there is an angelic presence around you. So you are being protected, right? And the children are being protected, I'm getting as well. Someone here is worried about their health. And I feel like somebody here needs to, you need to change something about your health and what you're doing. It's like you think you're getting away with something, but deep down inside you're not intuitively. So you do need to change something about your health, eating better, getting rid of any type of addictions. It could be anything, you guys. And I feel like it's something that you need to do because it's keeping you at a lower vibrational frequency. And that's why you're not able to, manifest a little higher, is because you're stuck in these other frequencies. So whatever that addiction is for you. I am getting someone here with some type of back issues as well. I think you need to get a massage. I would say also acupuncture, because I feel like it's much more than that. I am not a doctor. I'm not prescribing you anything. Definitely do talk to your health and wellness professional, whoever that is. The whole disclaimer, right? I'm definitely getting like you need to pick up on this energy of the Chariot, like pick up the reins, make a decision so that it is not made for you as well. For a lot of you, you are weighing up your options. Should I, shouldn't I? But I feel like the decision has already been made. I do see travel here as well. Somebody traveling in to come and see you. I do feel like it could be, again, a reconciliation between you and someone that you love very much. The signs that I'm seeing here is Libra, Cancer, Scorpio, all the fixed signs, and the fire signs, because we do have the Queen of Wands here. Could be your sun, moon, or rising. Does not have to be. You could be working with any of these energies. The major arcanas that we do have here are some pretty freaking heavy hitters, though, man. Judgment and justice. This is about, clearing out old karmic cycles, and it's like from maybe some of these tower moments. And I almost feel like you're getting through these cycles much faster than you have in the past. It's almost like when people are starting to notice the red flags faster and faster. So instead of waiting until these tower moments, where everything goes to hell and there's not even anything but cobwebs to clean up, like not even cobwebs to clean up, people are making judgment calls faster and faster. And I see that here with the Chariot, because the Chariot blazes through things. And I feel like, be careful not to blaze through things, because you really do want to learn the lesson of all of it so that you don't have to continue to repeat the cycle. Someone here definitely wants karmic justice. Make sure that you're doing the right things for the right reasons too, because remember, karma is a two-way street. It's the cause of law, or the law of cause and effect, excuse me. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave that here, subject to interpretation. If this reading resonates, please give it a thumbs up, a heart. Let me know what's going on. Share with others. And again, like, this is a pretty powerful reading, you guys. This is not something to be taken very lightly. And I feel like you guys are all on a journey right now. And maybe it doesn't look like one that you would have chosen for yourself. But the universe is saying, like, turn your back on the past. It can't hurt you anymore. Turn your back on the deceit and the delusion. Apologize to who needs to be apologized to. Rekindle what needs to be rekindled, and move forward with grace and precision. Love you guys all so much. Take care.